watching privately, but they are trying to make the case that we're in a good mood. She deprived Trump of sweeping tonight with that win in Vermont. What are you hearing from inside the campaign?
Well, so Nikki Haley pulls out.
Because just like in Washington, D.C., Kristen,
so like we didn't already know, it's going to be Trump versus Biden.
Now they actually get that record.
Two bad choices, essentially.
Certainly a win,
you know,
not a loss.
the standard pick the what you see as the lesser of two evils scenario.
Argue that they want to stay in this race. Of course, that's me reading tea leaves, because the campaign themselves told us at around 9 p.m. we should stop expecting to hear updates from them. You and I both have dealt with campaigns for years now at every level up and down the ballot. It is extremely odd.
This is all kind of a joke. Everybody knew that it was going to be Biden versus Trump this year. I don't know why we pretend that it was any chance of it being anything else.
It does tell the story in stark contrast between the way that the former president, where Garrett was tonight at Mar-a-Lago, ushered in what is likely the next phase of this campaign. Contrast that with Nikki Haley, who was physically nowhere to be seen, save for this morning in a cable news appearance, and then flying back from Texas, where she held her last public campaign event last night. It leaves us in the position of, again, reading tea leaves, reading between the lines of what some of
Trump got 81%.
That is a very small trickle of information. What we do know is that Haley
in Oklahoma
tonight in the building behind me.
It's pretty bad.
They used words like jubilant. They used words like upbeat. I think that might
what
be.
do we got there? Tennessee, 77%.
That seems like it might be on its way out of this race. But what one person who was close,
this is amazing,
to the campaign and who was at the campaign HQ said to me tonight is that there really is a feeling in this room of everyone feeling like they.
It's truly amazing to me that two criminals are our best option for president.
The tone of some of our conversations with sources and staffers tonight, but there's only so much guessing you can do in this game, and Nikki Haley ultimately is going to have to be the one to speak for herself at some point here.
Absolutely. And Ali, just very quickly, she said to me on Sunday she would stay in this race as long as she was competitive. She gets to decide what competitive means, and part of that probably is dependent on donors. But boy, the tea leaves that you're reading are pretty significant. Do you have a sense of timing of if and when she may drop out, or is she in this potentially through the convention?
Why?
This is always the way that they have been. The fact that she was vague with you over the weekend tracks with the way that both the candidate and her senior campaign staff have talked to me since we started going through balloting contests as early as Iowa in January. They don't like to set hard and fast metrics of what
911 delegates to 78.
But the fact that she says she's staying until she's competitive and letting other people define if she is or isn't, that's the problem with staying mum tonight. But I can tell you, Kristen, if she drops out, when she drops out, it's not going to be because she's out of cash. Donors have never been Haley.